Hey guys, it's your boy. We're back with more Multi content, and today we are taking a look at Reed Richards with this new uniform in PvE as well as PvP with level 70. Now I tried, but there was no luck with the potential, so we will be trying our level best to try this guy and try to make use of it because as of now I feel at least at level 70 he seems a bit of a useless to me, but we'll take care of that. Okay, we'll see about that. So right now we have these bonuses going on, but apart from that, this is the build that we will be taking him on. We have 190% critical damage and critical rate is 62. It's sort of like a normal build with for both PvP and PvE, and it doesn't actually have anything special in it. We don't even have the artifact, and we have two obelisks that I will be showing to you. First of all is this one, for the PvP review that I will be giving you guys for the Tamil Battle autoplay, as well as I think I did one of the Otherworld Battle run, but they just lost. So, anyways, and I also tried a 140% damage proc obelisk on this guy to see what he can do. So for this one, we also have the mythic uniform. The options are just not set yet. I have to change them to dodge to make him a little bit stronger in PvP. But I don't think it's gonna make a difference unless you are tier 4 Reed Richards. Now we are using Sue Storm, not right now, but we will be using her for her debuff passive, and she will be providing the debuff as well as immunity to all debuffs as well. Along with that, we don't have her artifact, but the reason for using her in PvP and not someone else is Franklin, because Franklin right now, if you have the artifact, gives you all for all the Fantastic Four allies, you will get the immortality. It's sort of like an immortality passive artifact, although it's not as OP as it might look, because the immortality is only for 2 seconds. It's not like Null or like Wolverine that it goes for like 4, 5, or 6 seconds. It only stays for 2 seconds, so it's kind of useful, or and also kind of, it doesn't make sense at all. It should have been at least 3 or 4 seconds to be actually incredibly useful, but we will see about that. So we're using Franklin Richards for the passive, Invisible Woman, just because she's a Fantastic Four, so she will also get the immortality as well as she will give the remover debuff. And Mr. Fantastic is the one that we will be showcasing. He does have the he does have the ignore targeting on the third skill. Other than that, the skills honestly look quite similar to previous. The only difference is previously the damage dealing skill was 5, now it's a 4 skill, so it's sort of like a mix up, but we will see how you can do. Then for the cards, we have this right here. For the swords, we basically have perfect swords on this account. It's my friend's account, by the way, and we actually do have a lot of the emblems here as well, which kind of gives us a lot more buffs, but we will talk about those things later down the line. So let's move on to the ABX, not ABX, World Boss Legend run that I did, I think, on Null World Boss Legend, and then I will be showcasing some PvP stuff with this team as well and see how they perform. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's move on to the Null World Boss Legend first. This was a 140% damage proc obelisk. That was the only custom gear that I had at that time, and I did not know if I should give him any CTPs. So basically the rotation is very simple. It's 5 cancel, 3 cancel, 4, get the proc on the 4th skill. Then after you go 5 cancel, 3 cancel, 4 cancel, 6 to get the proc on 6th skill. Now the main thing is to make sure that you get the 4th skill proc. It's 100% proc that you get it passed on to the tier 3 skill to deal extra damage, and it stays 60. It's not that high, it's not that low. Null World Boss Legend also is very old. He was the first ever World Boss Legend to ever been introduced to Marvel Future Fight, so it's actually extremely old, and it is probably one of the easiest World Boss Legends as well. And I understand that Null might not be the exact or the best World Boss to try new characters, but as you can see, the damage is mainly on the tier 3 skill. The normal skill is barely doing any damage, and they're not enough, they're not up to the mark, I would say. And the tier 3 skill does insane amount of damage. It's good to know, and the good thing is that you can still play Reed Richards with the proc obelisk. You don't have to just rage him or something like that. That has been the case in the past. But with the previous uniform also, it was great to use him with the obelisk. He actually did a lot of good things. for me to help clearing some Mephisto stages. I think it was stage 29 or something back in the days. But a lot of things have been changed, and as you can see, he can do some nice damage, but it's a 140% proc, and I understand it's level 70, but it's not something out of, like, it's not amazing. No, I will not say that it's like insanely good or something like that. And we have the thing support, okay, and we do have the taskmaster support. These were the best supports for this particular stage, and it's stage 60. I'm not even going to stage 65 because damage actually drops a lot. And the good thing that I liked about previous uniform for this guy, again, the reason and the thing was same, that the normal skill was not doing a lot of damage in the previous rotation or previous uniforms either. But the fact was that we were able to be on iframe, right? So the fifth skill was supposed to be iframe, used to be a big iframe. So even if we did anything, the boss will not move and will not see us. This uniform, we do have a partial iframe on the fourth skill when we start. Then the skill is not an iframe at all. So it it basically becomes a bit hard for you to deal with all that damage and stuff going on around. And yeah, I think this is one of those things which I wish it was not the case. I was thinking about what they will do with the tier 3 skill, what they will change with the normal skills as well. It doesn't seem like much actually has changed. I would say he has become a bit slower than before, because fifth skill takes a lot more time. It was the time taken by the fourth skill before, and we used to just go into fifth skill. It was super smooth, super fast, did some good amount of damage, and also stayed in iframe. Right now, the thing is that, well, the fifth skill is slower. He shoots those lasers. First of all, come on, I was not expecting Reed Richards to shoot lasers or some sort, but we do have enough time. But I think time was not the issue. I think damage was the case. You have to go into this phase with the tier 3 skill or you will die. Now I tried searching. I tried starting with the tier 3 skill now, because level 16 null, he could have just killed me. So I went here. Now look at that, what we do. So we will be getting the damage right here. I think it was one rotation that we missed. Yes, I missed the third skill right here. So with the third skill, without the third skill, 40% or 50% attack that we have, we are going to be short on damage and we will not be able to clear this stage. So I failed the stage, we could not clear it, but it was very close. 140 proc, it's not that bad, but it's also not something insane. I only did one underworld battle run. So we had Franklin in the team so that Reed Richards can get the immortality. Sue Storm also for the debuff and the immortality, but all of them were just dead. And I didn't even see Blue Dragon using the Transcend skill and help with that. So that happened. Apart from that, I went with the weaker teams as well in World Boss in Tamil Battle. I went with some Bronze League teams. I went with some Silver League teams, because apparently everyone in the Platinum and Vibranium is having tier 4 Sentry. So I did not want to go against that. But I tried him against these guys, and no, as you can see, Sue Storm will be doing a lot better than this guy. So this guy comes around. Okay, he goes into the third skill right here. Look at that. Damage does nothing. The third skill, like it's a tier for Jean Grey, I understand, but it's freaking 2024. We are getting characters which at tier 3 can counter a lot of tier 4 characters. As you can see, Sue Storm is performing a lot better compared to Reed Richards. I don't even know what kind of obelisk she actually has. So I feel like she's a much better PvP character than Reed Richards at this point, and I will be doing a solo video on her as well tomorrow, maybe in a few hours after I'm done with stuff. So yeah, I'm not surprised, and I'm not happy with the performance either. As I said, the immortality only works for 2 seconds. Right here, look at this. He does this, but there's no damage at all. Surfer blocks all the damage and he dies. This was the issue. He's prioritizing the fourth skill, which is not an iframe, and he's dying with reflect as well. So this is not something I thought would be the case when I thought that Fantastic Four is coming to Marvel Future Fight, and they would basically provide with some kind of versatility in the content. We tried in the it is possible again. I have not tried him in ABX because it's silent season. He does not have silence, and I'll have to basically swap cancel. So it's hard to tell how much a character can score with the swap cancel when the other characters is built better. And it is possible that he might be a powerhouse in Alliance Battle Legend for the human combat male category, which Dr. Octopus owns at the moment. And I don't think that anyone is going to be replacing Dr. Octopus for this category anytime sooner, because he already scores over 15 million with a brilliant. With the mighty, even he gets closer to 14. I've seen some people scoring over 14.5 plus with the mighty range. Dr. Octopus as well on some seasons. So it's really hard to replace that guy. And PvP, not a single fight won. I don't know what to say. I don't know, man. Okay, so I don't know what to say. So World Boss Legend at least level 70. I know it was a 140% damage proc obelisk, but I was expecting a little bit more damage, but it doesn't seem like a huge boost from the previous uniform. Maybe I could, try to compare them, but it doesn't matter because he's not meta for anything, at least for now, unless he becomes meta for something at tier 4. And I was really expecting him to be more tanky. I was expecting him to be doing a little bit more damage with the third skill. It does have the hero targeting, but honestly, the damage is really shit. Okay, the damage is not that good at all, like other tier 3 or other ignore targeting skills. Like, I think a native tier 3 Black Swan, if you have, she will probably one shot a lot of characters, but Richards might just not. Now, talking about the Franklin passive, the only reason Reed was able to do anything was this guy. If you do not have Franklin, which is actually a paid character for that, then I don't really feel any value in building Reed Richards at the moment, at least at level 70. I will be trying him at level 80 if in case I do level tier 4 this guy. I will also take care of that. And I feel apart from Reed Richards, although he has the ignore targeting on the third skill, Sue Storm does not have any skill that gives her ignore targeting. Even the skills are not maxed out, but I feel Sue is better in PvP compared to Reed Richards, which I don't like it because they tried to do the same thing that they have tried before, and it seems like a big fail. Like, I know it could be early for me to say that, but he just arrived, and tier 3, I understand he cannot go against Sentry or other already powerhouses in PvP, but we already have Gladiator, which is crazy, crazy strong in Alliance Battle. So I'm not exactly sure where he would fit. And if you're talking about the Alliance Battle Legend, we already have Dr. Octopus, which is like insanely amazing character, and he has been in the game for a long time. So I'm not exactly sure at the moment where Reed Richards will actually fit in the game, but we will let's just wait till I get the potential. I will definitely try him at level 70, level 80 in World Boss Legend. Level 70 to 80 performance in timeline battle will not improve that much. If I decide to do the tier 4 for this guy, I will let you guys know. I will also be doing a review for Franklin and as well as Invisible Woman, and I will let you guys know once I get the potential for these characters as well. Do let me know what you think about the video. Do let me know what you think about these characters. Right now, it honestly feels like I'm disappointed in these characters. The only good thing with this update is the emblems that we get so that it can buff all of our characters. But these guys in particular, I was expecting a little more. But let's see what we can do with level 80 and maybe the tier 4 in the future. Also, if you did enjoy this content, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you already have not done that, and as always, if you do enjoy the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one.